just when you think that you've seen it all, I swear my absolute deepest hatred for TikTok increases exponentially with each passing day. Now, when it comes to TikTok as a platform, apart from the brain rotter you normally see, we have seen a fair share of ridiculous content that was only produced in order to chase virality, I suppose. But among the silly dances and the lip sync, the things that have annoyed me the most historically are absolutely the challenges. Now, challenges can be stupid and extremely dangerous. We have seen situations, for example, I don't know if you're familiar with those parkour videos where these like teenagers are jumping from balcony to balcony and they're doing basically what you do in a video game such as Mirror's Edge on the 9th floor of a building, and if they miss the jump, they're of course going to be turned into jam, grape jelly. And if the way I'm expressing it sounds sarcastic, it's not because I don't recognize the actual dangers with it. No. It's actually because I don't want to scream. I literally don't want to scream at the camera and make it an unpleasant experience for you. So I'm trying to kind of keep in control of my emotions. But here's the thing. I've talked about it on stream. I've made lengthy posts when I was saying if you're an adult, if you're a parent, you have to check what your kids are doing, because with these TikTok challenges, they are literally risking their lives for clicks and social reward within the social media space. With that being said, I think the worst and most dangerous challenges of all are those that combine the desire for being viral and edgy together with politics. And that's what we are checking out today. Now, you may be already familiar with the statements made by President Trump a couple of days ago when it comes to Tylenol and how pregnant women shouldn't take it. And then he motivated that talking about autism. Now, whatever you may think of this, you may think, no, I think he's right based. Or you may think, oh, absolutely no, I don't care what he's talking about. He doesn't know anything. Regardless, the reality is that the simple fact that he said it means that there will be TikTok accounts that will take the Tylenol just to spite him. Or in other words, just to be contrarian, if you will. Or Trump said not to do something, I'm gonna do it anyways, just to prove a point. This already kind of makes me cringe when it comes to all forms of medication, simply because I'm the type of person who tries to avoid taking medicines unless it's necessary. So just taking something when you don't need it, I mean, regardless of what you may think about this, all medicines have possible side effects. So once again, I would avoid doing it for a stupid TikTok challenge. But the real problem is that due to the fact that this was in the context of pregnancy, what we get is the TikTok pregnant Tylenol challenge. I never thought I would have had to say that combination of words in my life. All right. So what we've got here is a bunch of, I guess, liberal, progressive women who are clearly pregnant, who have decided to take Tylenol to own the chuds, if you will, to own the chuds. Man, that's annoying to see. I think I watched enough stupidity, so let me address this very quickly. First and foremost, anything I say when it comes to medicine, take it as my own opinion, disregard it, whatever. I'm not a medical professional, so do listen to your medical doctor. Thank you very much. But here is the thing I'd like to say when it comes to this. Is it true or not that there may be a link between the usage of Tylenol during pregnancy and the percentage of your kid ending up with autism? I don't know. I know there will be plenty of people that now have become immediately professionals overnight, and their degree is based on their political party affiliation. No, I'll be honest with you. I haven't got a clue. I don't know. No idea. So I'm not going to talk about that. What I am going to talk about is the fact that this is an extremely dangerous behavior. Why? Well, because it's TikTok. And TikTok is accessed by the youth, among other people. And what they do is that if one of these goes viral, what they're going to do is that they're going to copycat it, like they're going to imitate it. And not only there is the fact that you could be viral and wow, get all those views, but it's also the fact that at the same time, you can stick it to Trump. What happens if you try it and you don't get viral? Well, the person who got viral took 2 tablets at once, I'll take 4. And then they'll say, no, I'll take 10 then. Things like this happen because people are stupid. So to all pregnant liberal/progressive women who are doing this Tylenol challenge on TikTok, just stop. Take the medication as suggested by your doctor only when you need it. Put your baby before your politics and be a mother first. Then make a video to call out Trump if that's what you want. Use your words. Make 50 videos. Do your little I trust science statement without taking medications when you don't need them. How about that? without creating an example to the younger generation, turning it into a challenge for views that can literally be very dangerous, not only in combination with pregnancy, but in general. It's a freaking medication. It's a pill. Yeah, I'm going to show you because I always bring receipts. Guys, the level of stupidity that political propaganda can push people to reach is just unprecedented. This is the coronavirus challenge, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, they were licking public toilets just to prove whatever the heck some of these influencers, like this guy, there you go, licking toilets to mock coronavirus.
We continue our coronavirus coverage tonight with the new social media trend that your child just might be trying. News Channel 3's Brendan Tierney tells us it is called the Coronavirus Challenge, and it involves licking different public surfaces to possibly contract the virus.
It's the latest online challenge that children are doing while stuck at home, putting their tongues on everything from doorknobs and toilets to grocery store carts.
Almost the equivalent of eating the Tide Pods.
Doug McGowan has seen the videos circulating on social media and says children think they're immune from the coronavirus because the worst cases are often seen in people with pre-existing conditions.
I'm just thinking, kids are really stupid. I mean, they don't understand the implications of...
Of course, so this is what they do for clout chasing, by the way. It's because it's going to get viral. See what I mean? So what I'm saying is based on data. It's based on data. I'm not making it up when I say there's going to be someone stupid who's going to do this Tylenol challenge and chug down 15 freaking tablets while being pregnant.
A silly prank is...
Okay? So that's what we're dealing with when it comes to TikTok, kids, social media, pressure. I've talked about this on X, and I had a few people telling me some things, so I want to kind of review them very quickly. Someone is saying they're literally just taking a single Tylenol pill. You don't seriously think this causes autism, do you? And I respond, one single pill? I'd say no, but I would recommend you ignore whatever I say and ask a doctor. To keep in mind, the company that produces it did recommend not to take it during pregnancy. I'm going to prove that to you. Here I said 2015, maybe it was 2017, but I've got it. I can show it to you. So there is that. I would personally say avoid all medications unless really needed. There we go. And this person says, yeah, they also give a massive list of side effects that can happen. Exactly. These are directly from the company, Tylenol. In 2016, they said if you're a pregnant nurse, seek the advice of your healthcare professional before using Tylenol or any other medication. 2017, thanks for the shout out, Carrie. Just make sure to talk to your doctor before taking Tylenol while you're pregnant. Thanks again. 2017, we actually don't recommend using any of our products while pregnant. Thank you for taking the time to voice your concerns today. 2019, congrats on your upcoming edition, so exciting. It'd be great to touch base real quick since we haven't tested Tylenol to be used during pregnancy and see what coupons we have for baby. Call us when you call at whatever the heck, right? Okay, so even if you think that this statement, again, I don't know, but even if you're like, no, I know, because you spoke to a doctor and you think that the remarks made by President Trump are just alarmism, the company still says not to take Tylenol if you're pregnant. Now, that's a further piece of clarification. In order to give you as much of a detailed presentation as possible, I asked a doctor specifically about these statements made by the company. And it is possible that the declarations made by Tylenol have to do with potential lawsuits. In other words, to avoid any possible legal actions against them. That is because some pregnant women may sue them for different potential side effects, and even if the company ends up winning in court, it will be a costly process. So these statements keep them legally covered. And of course, if during pregnancy you do get, for instance, a high fever, it is risky not to lower it. Once again, talk to your specific personal medical doctor because they will be familiar with the type of pregnancy you are going through. Regardless, the one thing that remains, and this is my strongest point today, is that if you take too many all at once for a TikTok viral video, you may die. Caring for your baby, protecting your baby, is the call of every parent. And this is not a specific characteristic of the human species. It is multi-species. I mean, a lioness will die in combat against 3 male lions to defend her babies. Birds protect their nests. Bugs protect their eggs. And in fact, it is a cross-species behavior. Because let me tell you this much. I would protect a little basket with kittens if there was a predator getting close, and I protect the kittens. So it's something that we naturally do, which is why whenever I see things like this, it really rubs me wrong. It is below animal behavior. At this point, we may be the most intelligent species on the earth. Debatable, I guess, depending on the specimen. But we definitely are not the superior species, are we? If we do stuff like this. Now, there is another interesting comment here, and the commentator said, Ellie, they say it's Tylenol. They could just as easily be palming it and popping Flintstone vitamins. I wouldn't rely on their morality to keep them from lying. And I respond, it's a good point, but here's how I respond. And I would agree to the possibility if these weren't the same people who licked public toilets during COVID to get one over the chuds. Oh dear Lord, I knew nothing of that. Alright guys, I'm going to show you now a video, and this is going to be hard to watch, but please don't click away. And I'm not saying this for engagement, who cares? I made enough money this month, I'm fine. This is not about the money. This is because it's a difficult video to watch, but it could save lives. So maybe if you don't want to watch this, but put it on mute, I don't know. But if you are a liberal woman watching this, you're a subscriber, a supporter of mine, please watch this. Please watch it. And I say it, not because I need to win a political who the heck, I say it because I care about you and your baby. So the video in question is once again on TikTok, and it's from a nurse, at least as far as she tells us. Now, I tried to look for confirmation of her statements. I could not find direct confirmation, so this is really a matter of we've got to choose whether we believe her or not. So let me know what you think. I'm still gonna share it.
So it's about, it's gonna be 6 a.m. finally. And for those of you who don't follow me on Twitter, I recommend that you do. I got a call, a very frantic call at 4 o'clock in the morning from a husband whose wife is now dying of liver failure on a ventilator in an ICU because she was trying to prove that Tylenol doesn't cause autism because of what Trump said on the news. Mind you, that's a Harvard study. Now, whether or not you believe the Harvard study or not is not the issue here.
Yeah.
The issue is that she's somewhere between 23 to 25 weeks and she overdosed on Tylenol.
Oh my gosh.
And she's going to die. She's not going to come off that ventilator. And the guy got my phone number from somebody. Somebody gave it to him. I mean, guys, it's early in the morning. I'm still in Hello Kitty sweatpants in my gym trying to work out. And she's gonna die. It's gonna be, let me tell you something about Tylenol overdosing and death.
Please.
Is that if you aren't administered the antidote, it is a very slow and painful death, okay? Because Tylenol, as well as Benadryl and aspirin, are the 3 most common OTCs that people will typically try to unalive themselves with.
How many did she take?
So I don't get censored. But now people are just taking massive amounts of Tylenol to prove Trump wrong. I mean, weren't these the same people who put Harvard and Fauci and the pillars of science on a pedestal?
Exactly.
And now they refuse to believe it. Like, I don't believe it either. But I'm also not going to go overdose on Tylenol either.
Exactly.
And it's just so sad because he has to make the choice of them going and trying to emergency deliver this baby. And the baby may not survive. The baby's going to spend a long time in the NICU. Hopefully the baby will survive. And
guys, I know this is heartbreaking, but I have to do this. I have to use my platform to show this because maybe I'm saving someone. You know what I mean? This is why I'm giving priorities to videos like this. And I apologize if you preferred when I posted a video about the helmet in ancient Rome. I will, I promise. But when I see something like this, I'm like, I need to show it. Because maybe this video will get decent views and maybe a mom will see this and she won't do it.
And remember guys, preemies have complications even if they do survive. I didn't ask him if he had more children. So, I mean, let's say this woman they have more children. They lost their mother. Baby's not going to grow up with the mom. He lost his whole life if this baby dies too. All because of TikTok challenges, guys. Yeah. Everybody wants, well, not everybody, but maybe these crazy liberal women. They, literally hate Trump so bad that she killed herself and her baby, potentially. I'm just I don't even have words for this because it's such a waste of life. It's such a waste of life. This was a preventable situation. This situation didn't even have to exist.
I would like to underline, did you notice how she had to say unalive? Because otherwise the systems, whether it be TikTok, whether it be YouTube, they will censor you. But they don't censor a challenge like this? Clown world.
It wasn't like she woke up and was in a car accident, a freak car accident, or something fell off a building and killed her.
Yeah.
She willfully did this herself.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What are you guys saying? I've got to stay off TikTok because that's all the nonsense that I keep seeing right now. And I'm going to try and hopefully finish my workout.
Yeah.
In my Hello Kitty sweatpants now that I'm done helping. Well, I mean, probably not done helping this guy. He keeps calling. But
Of course he
I
does.
don't know. Pray for these people, folks. Pray
Absolutely,
for them.
yeah.
They need help.
I agree. But when it comes to me, I do believe in the power of prayer, but I also believe in trying to do my very best to educate the uneducated that think that they're following science. Well, study the science then. Following science doesn't mean, oh, someone I don't like in a political spectrum said something, so I'm going to do the opposite without checking. That's not following science. And someone says, in a way, wouldn't this be a mass challenge to win the Darwin Awards? And I say, right, but they have babies. Babies didn't do anything wrong. So I know that some people are going to be like, oh, Darwin, natural selection, whatever. If you're an adult, do whatever the heck you want, as long as you don't harm other people. I would still strongly suggest you not to harm yourself, of course. But when there is a baby, what's next one going to be? If you're enjoying this video so far, please take a moment to check out my Patreon page. With as little as a $5 support, you can help us ensure that we can continue to produce high quality and high researched content. And at the same time, you get access to polls, extra videos, unlisted streams, and much more. Thank you so much.